we doing, guys? And welcome to our review of Fort Yargo State Park in Bethlehem, Georgia. You can see here one of our favorite features of this park. This is the new entrance they opened in 2019. The last entrance was quite a bit smaller, but you can see here that they've really opened it up and made it very RV friendly. Pulling in past the guard station, you'll pull up to the check-in site. There's a lot of room here, a lot of parking for RVers. That makes a big difference to be able to pull in and know that you have enough space and enough parking to navigate your way through check-in. One of the second things we like about Fort Yargo State Park is that the campground is a little bit of a drive from the main entrance, and this allows the campers to have a little bit of exclusivity to the park. It separates them from people that are at the park for day use. The campground itself is separated into two different loops. Each loop has its own designated dump station, and we absolutely love that. That kind of gives you more of an opportunity to have a more leisurely checkout. You don't have to race to the dump sites on the last day. And we find that feature to be great. We love that. The dump sites themselves are positioned in an area that they're very accessible. It's not hard to locate them. Everything's very well marked in this campground. And you'll find that everything's really clean. And we love that about the Georgia State Parks just in general. But at Fort Yargo, we stopped by the comfort stations on each loop and found that everything was very clean. The hosts there do a great job in making sure things are clean, and especially right now with health concerns that are going around, it's an added bonus to know that you're going out into a place that is being kept clean, and we appreciate that hard work. first section of this campground is separated into 2 loops, and sites 5 through 12 are located directly on the water. It doesn't get much better than this. I mean, the sites are fairly level gravel sites. They all come with 2 30-amp plugs, and we'll get into that a little bit later. They all have a fire pit and a picnic table. And as you can see here, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Fort Yargo State Park has plenty to offer outside of camping. There's really good mountain biking trails, really good hiking trails, and it's just a really, really all-around great campground. The purpose of this video is to try and give you guys an idea on what the sites look like and what you're going to be up against with your travel trailer if you are to book at Fort Yargo State Park and have never been here. So we hope that these videos are informational, and continue watching. Walking into this second section of sites, we noticed right off the bat that these sites were significantly larger than the first set of sites. I think that's got a lot to do with their location. It's in a more wooded area of the park. They're not located directly on water, and that's okay. There's some added bonuses to this loop that the other loop didn't have. We found 2 gray water dumps on this loop, which is definitely an added plus if you're camping on longer trips or over a holiday weekend. If you end up topping off that gray water tank, you can use a honey pot or a tote and store and drive it over and dump your gray water without having to unhook your entire trailer or use the comfort station if you don't want to. This next feature here is something we definitely take into consideration when booking a campsite. The playground on this loop was a great addition. There was no playground on the first loop. Having that in this loop, being the father of young kids, it just means a ton. Being that close and accessible to something for the youngins to get out and do and burn some energy up while we're camping is definitely an added bonus. Kudos for the state parks for putting a playground directly in this loop. We'll definitely take that into consideration the next time we camp. Something worth mentioning here is that there's a camp post located on both loops. You know, this may not be a big deal for everybody, but there are definitely campgrounds we've been to in the past where the camp post is only located on one loop, and you find that that other loop that doesn't have a camp post may get a little bit more rowdy or stay up later than normal. And again, as a father with young kids, we definitely do our fair share of staying up and roasting marshmallows and staying up past bedtime when we are camping, but we try and honor those quiet time rules. So having a camp post located directly on both guys out there, want to make sure that you've got the needed equipment to be because it's going to ward off those that may want to get a little bit more rowdy than others. This is really a cool feature of Fort Yargo State Park. For those that may not have a travel trailer or the necessary equipment to do tent camping, they do have yurts available for rent. We weren't able to go inside of any of the yurts because they were locked, and the ones that were rented, we didn't want to impose on anybody that were using them. But this was a really nice area. It's very quiet. It's attached to one of the RV loops, but very quiet, right on the water, and all around it looked really cool. They've all have back porches with Adirondack chairs on the back, so it may be something that we may try out one day. For those of you that are sticking around, this last part is the drive up to the cabins from the campground. The cabins are available for rent here at Fort Yargo State Park. And for those of you guys that got everything you needed from the campground review, we hope we answered all of your questions. We hope that you'll give us a like or a follow. We definitely intend on doing more videos. We find that having information on the parks before you arrive there is definitely the key to a successful trip. I don't know that you're going to know everything, and I don't know that we would ever be able to make a video that would tell you everything, but to be able to get information out there is definitely going to help and is definitely the key to success. I have given a link to the campground map if you want to check that out and kind of give you an idea on what the sites and the layout of the land looks like. But again, we're happy you guys found our page, and we hope to have more videos out there in the future.